It's Dr. Omolola Omashidi here. Like I mentioned in a previous video, I am often skeptical about buying ready-to-eat foods because of concerns about possible contamination. This therefore drives me to opting for homemade options. So, following my success with making beef suya at home, I decided to try making chicken suya too. So, in this video, I will be sharing with you how to make homemade chicken suya using an oven. If you have not seen my video on how to make the beef suya, you can check it out. The link is in the description area of this video. There are basically similar steps involved in making both the chicken and beef suya, except for a few changes I made with this particular one. So, I used chicken breasts for this recipe, so my suya was totally boneless. Wash your chicken really well. Make sure the water is properly drained out and the meat is relatively dry. If need be, use kitchen paper to dab on the chicken pieces to mop up the excess water and subsequently cut into thin pieces like you can see here. If you have access to store-bought fillets, that's good too. Next, prepare your spice mix. You can play around with the spices like I said in the previous video about the beef suya. But one key ingredient is your suya spice, which traditionally is peanut or groundnut based. You can get any brand of choice from a supermarket. In my case, I added ginger powder, garlic powder, and seasoning cubes. So for this recipe, I decided to use fresh Scotch bonnet instead of dry pepper, and I added some freshly chopped onions too. Add some groundnut oil or any flavorless cooking oil that you have and give your meat a good mix. Ideally, you should leave the chicken for about 30 minutes to 1 hour to marinate. I left this particular one for 2 hours. At the same time, you need to soak your wooden skewers in water. This will help prevent the skewers from drying out and getting broken when heated up. You can keep them in there for about 30 to 60 minutes. So after the marinating period was over, I started fixing the meat onto the skewers, just like you can see me doing. And then coated the chicken with some suya spice. Now, remember not to overload the skewers. After I was done threading the fillets of chicken, I transferred the rack into the oven, which was preheated for about 10 minutes. The meat was allowed to roast at 150 degrees Celsius for about 15 to 20 minutes on one side and flipped to allow the other side to also roast for the same amount of time. The length of time you will need will depend on how thin or thick your fillets are. So, after about 40 minutes, our chicken suya was ready. Yay! I did it! So this time I served the suya with very chilled drinks and we ate from off the skewers directly. Everyone loved it. In fact, they told me they preferred it to beef suya. The chicken suya came out just right. Have you tried chicken suya before? Which do you prefer, beef or chicken suya? What do you like pairing your suya with? Okay, so tell me in the comment section. Would you try making your own suya at home too? I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye.